I Have a Crush at Work, 12 episodes, romance, slice of life, and manga adaptation. Now, I usually don't talk about streaming services because I'm not sponsored by any of them, but you should know that this one was not picked up by any of them, not by Crunchyroll, High Dive, none of them. So if you want to watch this one, you have to sell the high seas. Now, when I enter a new anime, ever since starting this channel, I go as blind as possible. I don't watch the trailer, I don't read the synopsis, nothing. I mostly go in by title alone. Now, throughout by the title, I thought that this was going to be the typical two people interested with one another gradually grow closer throughout the episode, and by the end of it, they become a couple. But no, from episode one, it started right after they confessed to one another and started dating. So this is a freshly newly made couple. Now, we have our male main lead Masugu, who is an accountant, and we have our female lead Jui, who is from product development or management. Um, they want yes, they, even though they are officially a couple, they do want to keep their work self and romantic private self apart from the workplace, so they don't want to make it public that the two of them are dating. At first, I thought that it was because about the gossip. There's always a gossip queen or a clique of people that like to gossip about everybody else, but no, they just want their privacy. They want to keep it private. It may I'm not I don't have never been in a workplace romance or anything like that, so it's not my place to say if it makes sense or not. So when it comes to the story, it's very difficult to say because the story is very slice of lifey. That many of the episodes depicting their romance, others depicting their workplace struggles or the workplace environment. So from story's perspective, it's very difficult to say. So I'm just going to move on towards my general opinions about this anime. Now, other than our two main characters, no, sorry, yes, our two. This is a romance anime, and I'm going to say that the romance did put a smile on my face in many of the romantic moments or romantic scenes, but I always felt like there was something off about the romance, and I couldn't put a finger on it. But after watching and watching, I would say like by episode 7, it finally clicked to me that I am just so used to the school romantic setting that I just wasn't used to the adult workplace romance setting. Because yes, I have watched romance that takes place in either in the workplace or by two adults, but usually there's like a gimmick. There's over the top comedy, there's supernatural powers. Yeah, simply there's a gimmick in those type. There's usually a gimmick in those that I have watched before. So after me realizing that, oh, this is a workplace environment, two adults grounded in reality, and after that I was able to properly appreciate the romance and development of the couple. Now, other than our two main couple, we have supporting characters. Now, honestly, the grand majority of them I couldn't tell you much about them because they appear and go away too quickly. So I never got the chance to properly learn about them, except two of them. There's two of the supporting characters. There are two of them that become a side couple, and I'm going to say it. The romance between the side couple, I enjoy it a little bit more than the two main characters. I'm not going to spoil which side characters were the one that got together, but but yes, maybe it's because unlike the two main characters that were already dating by episode one, the two side characters we saw the development. We saw them how they stumble with one another. We saw how they started to spend more time together. We saw the moment they struggle because the female one, she, because of her position at work and because of the age differences, struggling if she wants to admit of her own feelings that she's in love with him. So the side couple and the way the romance developed between the two and the way they got together, I enjoy a little bit more than the two main characters. Now, one final thing that I think I should say is because there's one episode that I could say that is not safe for work, because since this is a grown up, an adult, an adult couple, obviously there's going to be adult nighttime fun. And I'm going to say this: our girl Joey, she is a freak. She sorry about that. She the 90, I would say 80 or to 90% of the nighttime fun is initiated because of her. She's very much in love, and really enjoy his company. Now the reason because I say there's one episode that is not safe for work is because usually most of the when they do nighttime fun, most of them is when they start is just simply cut off to the next morning. But there was just one that they decided to linger a little bit longer with the kissing, the taking off the clothes, kissing the private areas. Now, the camera was always a little bit off to the side, so you didn't wash the hanky panky out of it at all. But you know what you by context alone, you know what's happening, and you know the moans and all of the sexy stuff. So yes, not safe for work, that episode. I think that was episode 5, if I remember correctly. So yes, so that's my general opinions about this one. Now I'm going to give this one a score of 6, a 6 out of 10. Is because even though that I did enjoy from the main couple and the side characters, I really did enjoy many of the romantic moments. Maybe it's because obviously because it's slice of life, and we are not going to go from every single day of them together. But it felt like the two main characters, the romance was progressing a little bit too fast, and we were not there for the entire journey. It felt like many of their first times we missed them. Their first time, their first time going to each other's place. The first time staying at each other's place. The we many and yes, I felt like it was progressing a little bit too fast, and we weren't part of that journey, but still enjoy it. So I'm going to leave it here. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're from, and see you next video.